Good afternoon to all YouTubers. How you guys doing? This is good old Grandmaster Robin here, and you're watching the Anonymous Liberty Media on YouTube. You can catch me on the Anonymous Liberty Media podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Castbox, Breaker, Google Podcast, Overcast, Radio Republic, and Pocket Cast. In today's video, this is an update on a video that I did. Let me see here. A video that I did around. Let's see here. This is a video that I did. It was uploaded right around. Let's see. February 20th. February 20th. And it gained 771 views, and 4 likes, 7 dislikes. And I got a comment from Steve Tate, who commented me about 16 hours ago, and I want to thank him. Steve Tate, I want to thank you for the comment. And he commented, dig a little deeper. Boxer Freddie Mills had a former professional wrestler smash his venue to pieces. He was found dead in his backseat of his car. Dino Bravo was hit 17 times, 7 in the head, 10 in the torso. That's government or an ex-government, i.e. a professional. Stuff was happening before Haynes. Was a thought in the WWE. Holly Race, a friend of Bravo, pulls a gun on Hogan, runs for his life to WCW, Steve Williams, Randy Savage, Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, and so on. These are legends that died. Legends. The Godfather movie, we learn if a mobster wanted to launder money, we would set up a casino. What better way to run guns and drugs across the country than find a group of guys you can pay who already traveled all over the country and big sons of SOBs that you wouldn't cross. That I do agree. and then 15 hours storyline, Trump shows up to face Vince McMahon and win. Vince gets his head shaved, and afterwards Trump becomes president. But Jack Haynes confesses to the world, what are they telling us? QAnon. See, read more. Has sparked my interest when Trump made a Coca-Cola tweet, then starts the Kate on the bottle conspiracy, and one of my favorite wrestling managers says Bill Jack Haynes was a nutcase, or somebody has him geared up and says his stuff. Jim Cornette is the man. Yes, he is. Jim Cornette is the guy. And Steve Tate, I want to thank you for your comment, brother. And I grew up watching wrestling as a kid. I grew up watching it. Billy Jack Haynes was one of my favorite wrestlers when I was a kid back in the day, and he had a rivalry with Hercules Hernandez. Both had a finisher, had a the full Nelson as a finisher, and I used to use it on me and my friends were kids. We would see who would get out of the full Nelson quicker, and none of us could. So the full Nelson was a pretty good submission maneuver. So I I got the comment. And so I was pretty happy to get the comment. Really amazed that the comment was and I want to thank you for the comment and and I mean I was just been like really glad I got a comment because I grew up watching wrestling my whole life. I mean I've been a big fan of back in the early '80s. I used to follow the NWA and big time wrestling and the WWF, the AWA, and I remember watching the AWA back in the '80s, and I was a big fan of Kurt Hennig, Scott Hall, the Midnight Rockers, Mara Jannetty, and Shawn Michaels. I mean, a big fan. And I was pretty shocked that the Midnight Rockers went to the WWE and became the Rockers. So there's a lot of Benoit. I mean, it's Benoit was also one of my favorites. One of my favorites. I mean, he looked like a incarnation of the Dynamite Kid. Tough. He used to do the flying headbutts and shit. I remember Davey Boy Smith set it up where he had that running power slam, and the Dynamite Kid would just fly off the top turnbuckle and just launch the flying headbutt and shit. And I was a huge fan of that maneuver. Bam Bam Bigelow used to do that. I mean, this guy was what, 350 pounds? I mean, this guy was, and I mean, this guy was a huge guy doing moves that a cruiserweight would do. A moonsault. A guy his size doing a moonsault. I mean, a guy his size, 350 pounds, doing a moonsault. That's like Braun Strowman jumping off the top turnbuckle to the outside. Dude, what? 350 pounds and shit? 6'6" and shit? Oh my god. I mean, that's like the Big Show doing the frog splash or some shit, you know. But it was, but Jack Haynes was lived and worked in Portland, Oregon. Portland had a wrestling organization in Portland, which was kind of a good place to go if you want to go to the Northwest. And when he talked about the two teenagers that were dead, Don Henry and the other kid, I was like, I was watching this confession, and I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? So when he started to say, when more was being said, I mean, here he was a professional wrestler. He was also an enforcer, a guy you don't want to fuck with. So I'm sitting here watching this whole entire thing, and I was about to drink my coffee. All of a sudden, like, okay. Now, my question is this. Now, since he confessed, and he sold drugs. He helped sell drugs. Oh no, was it not but take drugs? Basically, just whatever they did back in that time. And if you came across even by accident, you're still dead. You're still dead. you're still dead. I mean, Dino Bravo, he left the business. He went back and he worked for his uncle, and he was running some kind of deal, and then he was shot 17 times, 7 in the head, 10 in the torso. So I mean, I knew about his death until, like, I remember when I was in high school, and a buddy of mine was telling me that Dino Bravo died. What the fuck do you mean he died? Got shot. What'd he do? Fuck someone's wife or some shit? What the hell? And then when I watched the Behind the Titantron about him, I was like, 17 times shot? I can understand getting shot in the head one time. That was it. He's a guy. He's dead. Why? 7 times in the head, 10 times in the torso. What the fuck? You know, shit. I mean, like, shit. But this is an update on the video that I did. But that Haynes confession, and I read a comment that so I mean it's pretty much that the confession of Dr. Haynes, I would say that would probably blow the doors wide open. I mean, literally blow the doors wide open on this case, because if you think about it, people died even after that happened, you know. And let me see here. I think I got the video here. Let me see. I think I got the video here. I got I did have the video of the but I want to say thank you for that comment, and there are we call it conspiracy theories in wrestlers' deaths. Wrestlers under 45 have died. Under 45 have died. Very mysteriously. Some of a drug overdose. Some I mean, if it's natural causes, I can understand. Drug overdose, who knows? I mean, go figure. But if you're involved in a conspiracy of a wrestler's death, like Chris Benoit's, or the death of Dino Bravo. Hey, it's just that, you know, wrestlers have done some stupid, crazy shit over the decades. You know, fuck. Even ball players, you know. Back in the 50s, there was a couple ball players that swapped wives. They were wife swapping. Wife swapping back in the 50s and shit. But in the 50s, you don't do that. Well, guess what happened? We were wife swapping. There's a porn on Pornhub where it's called daughter swapping. Daughter swap. And I'm like, okay, whatever, dude. Whatever. But if this confession from Brother Jack Haynes, if he confessed, that means he's clearing his conscience. He's clearing his conscience, and I think that is a good thing, because sometimes when we reach that certain age in our lives, we gotta come clean. If you feel like I got come clean on awesome shit, so but if you feel like you've got to complain on some issues, some things, and you're at that age where, hey, I ain't got a lot of time left in my life, might as well do it. And if you confess to something because you feel like you need to, because you're at an age where you ain't got a lot of time left, do it. Clear your conscience. That would be the best thing to do, is clear your conscience. And it'll also be a wise thing to do. Oh, a very wise thing to do. Because you are clearing your conscience. You want to have a clear conscience in your life, and you want to just get off your chest. And so he did. And I wanted to thank the individual for the comment. I do appreciate that one, and I think that it is a very good comment to put, as it was put. I mean, shit. I've been a big fan of wrestling my whole life. You know, big fan. You know, I watched wrestling in the 80s, the 90s. I mean, for 37 years, I watched it. Nearly 40 years. And I've been so amazed on the agility of these wrestlers, these athletes and shit. Now, nowadays you got people who were bodybuilders, who were fucking models and shit, want to be wrestlers, just coming in to be wrestlers. They're not athletes. Bodybuilding, you're an athlete. You're bodybuilding. You're building a body, muscle and shit. You know, and but I mean, you don't take a lingerie model and make her into a wrestler. You know. And you don't take a model of a bodybuilding model, a cover of a magazine, and make her a wrestler. They got to learn some training and shit. You know, they got to learn some training. Hone a skill. No, Vince Russell wanted to bring pretty models to be wrestlers. That's not how it goes. You think they'll be making a lot of money? Yeah, making a lot of money. Well, if I'm bringing someone like Stacy Keibler, who looks like a model, long legs to shit, and who looks like she can be a model. What's her wrestling skill? She's eye candy. The ladies in the early 2000s were eye candy. That's all it was. Guys my age jerking off while watching, while looking at their bikini pictorial and shit. Some of them who weren't wrestlers. Some who were wrestlers. For years. Different territories and shit. Fuck. But wrestling has its dark side. You have wrestlers who can get addicted to pain medications, drugs, alcohol, engaging fucking ring rats and shit. And it is straight up. You know, you gotta look at it like this. I mean, wrestling is to Vince McMahon, it's sport entertainment. Impact, Global Force Wrestling. It's what? Sports entertainment. There ain't no professional wrestling no more. It's all sports entertainment. Where everything's all planned. You didn't plan back in the day. You know, I remember watching the NWA, AWA. None of it was scripted. Everything, it was professional wrestling, not sport entertainment. Professional wrestling. And Vince McMahon destroyed that terminology of professional wrestling. To him, it's sports entertainment. It's about entertaining the crowd, planning the ending. It's never wait to see what finds out. No, it's planned ahead of time. Nothing happens. It's always planned. Behind closed doors. I lost interest months ago. I watched it because I like the women. Gorgeous women and shit though. There was a few that came close of losing their clothing. Like, what the fuck? I mean, and then you have some having sex tapes, having pictures of them leaked bare ass or topless or bare vag. What the hell? Nice, but if you, I mean, I'm surprised that none of these ladies were even got punished for it. I mean, look at Charlotte Flair. She was all bare chested, bare vag. Hey. Woo! Paige, she had leaked nude footages. She was getting fucked. Sex tape. Wow! Holy shit! She was fucking Brad Mannix and was it Xavier Woods? My question was, how come they didn't DP the chick? You know, fuck. But I mean. You do some stupid shit in the sport of wrestling. Some stupid shit. I mean, you're leaking nude pictures of yourself, or it's leaked through hackers, or somehow you're doing a sex tape and then that's leaked out where where you got Paige taking a dildo and inserting it into her asshole and shit, like, just like, what the, like, whatever, man. Then you had Paige getting banged and shit. All of a sudden she's getting banged by Brad Maddox and Xavier Woods. Shit. I bet there's not one person wondering how come they didn't DP the chick. You know, like, what the fuck? How come Paige wasn't double penetrated? How come people are leaking this shit? Brad Maddox probably did it for revenge. She did it probably for revenge. He probably did it for revenge. Leaked it out where him and Xavier Woods was banging Paige. Probably for revenge for some shit. I don't know. And then you had Bailey. Sweet Bailey. Not bare-ass, but bare-breasted. Honestly, damn. Holy shit. And then you have fakes of Sasha Banks. Fakes of Sasha Banks. And don't tell me any of you guys wish to see her bare ass. I know you guys do. And then you have leaks of Ruby Riott. Shit. With how she looks now, holy shit. And then you had Melina, Vote Sky, Caitlyn, Lisa Marie Vaughn, or her name is. Shit. Fuck. Wrestling will make you do some crazy shit. Even in private. And then you had Alexa Bliss claiming, that isn't her. Yeah, it is you, darling. That is you. On your flat back going, with your legs up in the air, getting your trout getting poked. Can't lie about it. It is you, darling. It is you. That ain't me. Oh yeah, that is you, darling. Alexa Bliss getting fucked. And that is you. But this video ain't about that. This video is about an update on the BoJack Haynes confession of the death of the two teenagers, Don Henry and another teenager back in the late 80s. And during that Mena, Arkansas drug shit in Arkansas. And this was when Clinton was governor of Arkansas. And BoJack Haynes confessed, which the video got a pretty good view of 771 views, 4 likes, 7 dislikes. But I got 2 good comments that made some sense here, and so I want to thank the individual for that comment. So and if you got this transmission, you are the resistance. My name is Grandmaster Evan, and if you're new to this channel, please leave a like, subscribe, comment below, and don't forget to hit the bell for notification. Alright? And remember, knowledge is free. If you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Peace out. Revan out.